If you want to make some flashcards for your class, there is one place you should go. Head up to your URL bar in Chrome and type in flippity.net. Flippity. Flippity. This website offers a lot of really cool classroom tools, but one of the first ones that started them down this path was creating flashcards with a Google spreadsheet. Let's use the demo for Flippity Flashcards to show you what this thing does. All right, the first card that loads up says the capital of Malaysia. Well, I think the capital of Malaysia is Chicago. Let's flip it and see if I'm right. No, it's Kuala Lumpur. Okay, the next card. Okay, the year Columbus discovered the New World, 1492. Got it. Okay, largest animal on Earth. I'll skip that one. Shuffle. Best-selling album in history. Obviously, Milli Vanilli's Girl, You Know It's True. Oh, that's very disappointing. Okay, next card. The name of Mario's brother is, of course, Luigi, but it would be way better if it was something like Phil or Stan. All right, you get the idea. So, a cool thing about these cards is you can actually have them read to the kids as they're practicing them. So, if you click that little speaker icon in the upper right-hand corner, you'll be able to hear the cards read out to the students.
Cirrus.
Pretty neat. Flippity also takes your words and creates lots of different ways to practice. Here is a list so the kids can scroll through the words and terms, and they can click on the little speaker icons to hear them
Denver Broncos.
read to them.
The winner of Super Bowl 32.
Which is very nice and very accessible. We can change modes again and go up to practice mode. And here the students actually have to provide the term on the other side of the card, and they can check and see if they're right. It keeps track and score for them as they go. Just a pretty simple and straightforward way for them to practice their terms and important vocabulary. And there's also a matching mode, so the kids can click on a term, click on the one that matches it, and it disappears off of their boards. I've clicked on my picture of Vincent van Gogh, and I've got to find Vincent van Gogh on my list. There he is. So I'll click right on that, and they disappear. There's also a word cloud generator, but it's not the best word cloud generator. It simply takes all of the terms from one side or the other of your cards and puts them in a giant colorful pile, which I guess is fine if you really want that kind of thing. The More tab, they give you lots of stuff that you can do. There's bingo. You can use your terms for bingo, a crossword, a hangman, a memory game, a word search, or you can go to the bottom and do a printable quiz where you can set some options and generate a PDF printable quiz with all your vocabulary terms on it, which is pretty nice. All just from typing your vocabulary words or spelling words into a Google spreadsheet. And let's show you how to do that. When you're back at the Flippity Flashcards page, click on the button that says Template, and then click the blue Make a Copy button. This will make a copy of the Flippity Flashcards template file in your Google Drive, which is a good thing. You can always go back to it and refer to it again later. I would suggest changing the title of your file as soon as you get it. I'm going to make a hockey teams flashcard set, so I've titled mine Hockey Teams. And your next step is to go to the File menu and choose Publish to the Web. This is probably the most important step, as Flippity can't make flashcards for you unless you publish this document to the web. So click the blue Publish button, click OK to say you want to publish it to the web, and that's it. X out that little Publish to the Web menu. So now you can start the process of actually adding in your terms. Delete and clear out what's there, and type in the ones that you want to add for yourself. You'll notice in this document that you have blue cells at the very, very top, blue headings, side 1, side 2, card color, text color, and notes. Make sure you don't change any of those, as the software is programmed to look for those particular terms. So I've added a couple hockey teams. I've added Detroit and Red Wings. I've added Buffalo, and I want to add a picture in here to go along with my Buffalo Sabres. So I'm going to go to Google and search Buffalo Sabres logo and go to the image search area, and I think I see the logo I want to use already. Let's go with the kind of old school angry goat head logo. We're going to open that thing up, and we're going to right click on it and choose Copy Image Address. Now we'll go back to our flashcard document and right click in the cell we want to put that in and click Paste. And now our image will show up in our flashcards with Buffalo on the other side. So let's repeat that process one more time. Let's do Pittsburgh for my side 1 and side 2. Let's go look for a Pittsburgh Penguins logo. I'm going to open a new tab, type Pittsburgh Penguins logo into the Omnibar. Open up the images, and this time I'm going to do something a little bit different, a little bit special. I'm going to click where it says Tools at the top of my image search area. I'm going to change the color drop-down to be transparent. This will make sure that every image that comes back from my search has a transparent background, meaning that you're not going to see a white box around your picture when you put it in your flashcard. And you can tell it's transparent by the gray and white background of the image itself. So right-click on that image after you open it, choose Copy Image Address, go back to your Flipkart document, and right-click and then choose Paste. Now let's see what this looks like so far. Go all the way to the bottom of your spreadsheet and click on the tab that says Get the Link Here. Click on that, and you'll see a big blue link at the top of your page. Hover over it, and then click on the little pop-up. And that's going to show you your flashcards live. So here it is, Detroit on one side, Red Wings on the other. I flip to the next, Buffalo on one side, and my Sabres logo on the other. Flip to the next, Pittsburgh on one, Pittsburgh Penguins logo on the other. Pretty neat. Just like the demo version, Flippity has gone ahead and made for you all the different modes for practice, like the matching game and the practice game and the list that you can scroll through, the word cloud, and all those other options that live underneath the More tab. So you can feel free to take advantage of all of those, which will all be available to your students when you share that link with them. So let's say you want to make a new set of flashcards. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to head to your Google Drive and you're going to find your first set of flashcards. There you can see mine. It says hockey teams. Right-click on that document, and you're going to choose from the menu that pops up, Make a Copy. This is going to make a copy of that file in your Google Drive, and it's going to say, Copy of Hockey Teams. We're going to change the name, obviously, to be something else. So you can right-click on it and then choose Rename. And rename it to be whatever you want it to be. Mine is going to be Football Teams, just for demonstration. This time I'm going to add flashcards to the end of my name. And I might as well do that to my Hockey Teams cards, too, just to kind of help me stay organized so I know what these are referring to. So I'm going to have two files. One is Football Teams flashcards and one is Hockey Teams flashcards. So I know I'm going to have more flashcards eventually, so why don't I make a folder? I'm going to click the blue New button and choose a new folder. Let's make a new folder called Flashcards. And let's put those two files that we have into that flashcards folder. So I'm going to find that folder in my drive just by opening up my drive, expanding that. I'm going to find that flashcards folder and scroll to it. I'm going to select both of my files by using Control and click, and then I'm going to drag and drop those two files into my flashcards folder. And now when I click on my flashcards folder, I see both of those files living in there. Now you've got to remember that any new flashcard file that you make, you have to publish it to the web in order for Flippity to make flashcards from it. So make sure you go to the File menu, click on Publish to the Web, choose the blue Publish button, and then click OK to accept the publishing of that particular document. And then you can X out that little window, and then you can edit that file to your heart's content. Add in your new vocabulary terms, change the card colors or text colors to be whatever you'd like them to be, add images, and so on. Now let's share this out with our kids. Head to the waffle and open up Google Classroom and find a Google Classroom that you'd like to share these flashcards with. Click on the About tab, which is a great place to keep reference materials for your students. Click in the box that says Add Class Materials and put in a name for your flashcards. Head back to your flashcard document and get the link to the flashcards from Flippity and copy that link and bring it back to Google Classroom. Press the link icon and then paste in the link and click Add Link. Click Post, and now that flashcard link will be live for your students in Google Classroom to click on and go and work through your flashcards, which is great. And since you put it in the About tab, it's always going to stay in that same place. So if they ever want to refer back to it again later in the year, they can. We're going to do this again for our football flashcards. So you click on Add Class Materials. Find the flashcard file that you want to share the link for. Click on the link inside that file and open it up. Make sure that the cards you want. I copy that URL from the Omnibar. I copy that link, bring it back to Google Classroom, click on the link icon, paste it in, click Add Link, and click the blue Post button. And now in my About tab, I have two sets of flashcards that my students can refer to at any point during the school year if they'd like to. There's one other feature of these flashcards that is especially great for foreign language teachers. So let's say your kids need to brush up on their French. You put some French terms inside one and change the audio language to be French. So now those flashcards are going to be read to you, that side at least, in French, while side 2 will be read in English because we've kept the audio as English. Your kids click the speaker icon
Garçon.
to hear it read to them, and then they flip the card over to hear the translation.
Boy.
They head to the next card,
Fille.
then they flip it,
Girl.
and
Femme.
that's how it goes.
Woman. Homme. Man.
Pretty neat, huh?